across southwest London. Riverside reports.
Riverside! So campaigners against the expansion of the All England Lawn Tennis Club are handing in a petition today at City Hall. Over 20,000 people have now signalled their opposition to its enlargement into the nearby golf course. Riverside reporter Mirren Stephen is at Wimbledon Station for us now. Mirren, over to you.
Morning, Jason. I am here at Wimbledon Station and I'm with Susan Cusack with the Save Wimbledon Park campaign, and there are other campaigners gathering ready to go and hand their petition in at City Hall. And so, Susan, can you please tell me a little bit more about what you're doing today and what you hope to achieve?
So we started the petition a couple of years ago, and every time we've reached a milestone, we've actually either sent it or delivered it. So it has been delivered at 15,000 to Wandsworth, then at over 16,000 to City Hall for the first time. Now we're over 20,000, we're delivering it a second time to City Hall, and we hope we'll get up to 25,000 before the GLA hear this application, which is due to be in the autumn.
And what kind of action do you expect off the back of this petition?
I think it'll just make the GLA realise that we were described as a noisy bunch of locals by one of the AELTC employees. We are not a noisy bunch of locals. We're a very organised professional group of environmental people who are worried about what will happen to Wimbledon Park if the All England Club plans get through.
And what kind of support have you received so far from the community, from local politicians and people in positions of power?
From the community, widespread support. I mean, really, really widespread support. From the politicians, we've done T-shirt photographs with me in my Save Wimbledon Park T-shirt, and we've had lots and lots of politicians coming forward. We've got both of the MPs. The new MP for Wimbledon is Paul Kohler. He is totally behind us. And Fleur Anderson, the MP for Putney and Southfields, who has always been behind us and still is. And almost all of the local councillors have had a T-shirt picture, and they are with us. They all agree that this would just be far, far too much for this area.
And can you explain why this campaign has garnered so much support? Why is this piece of land and this development particularly important?
So it's Metropolitan Open Land, Grade 2-star Heritage Parkland. This has got the highest protection. It's also in the North Wimbledon Conservation Area. Metropolitan Open Land should not be built on. It is, it's 73 acres and there's a lot of wildlife. There are a huge number of mature trees. One of the things that the All England Club are pushing is that they're planting 1,500 trees. What people maybe don't realise is these are just whips. They're like a twig about a metre long, and it would take 500 of those whips 10 years to replicate what would be lost from one tree, and yet they're felling 300 mature trees, plus 500 others would be uprooted. So their 1,500 whips would hopefully replace 3 trees only, and people don't understand that. What would be lost? The carbon capture, 800,000 kilograms would be instantly released into the atmosphere, making our local air toxic, but not just the local air for around Wimbledon Park. Wimbledon Park is a green lung for the whole of this area of London. And also the lake is 29 acres, and it is the largest body of water in this area of southwest London, and it provides food for wildlife, all the sort of declining species like the pochard, the swift, the European eel live in there. All of these would be lost. It's really important for this local area to keep the green space.
On that note, the All England Lawn Tennis Club are claiming that their developments would result in a 10% net biodiversity gain and also a 50% increase in land open to the public. How would you respond to those claims?
So, first of all, just the land open to the public. The parks that they are proposing, one is, they're saying 23 acres. It's actually 17 acres because it's got a 30,000 square foot maintenance hub within it. Across the site, there are 9.4 kilometres of roads and paths, so there's a lot of hard standing, huge area of hard standing in that southern parkland. And the northern, this extra 4 acres that they offered recently, is mostly hard standing and requires the felling of even further trees. So in terms of open space, it's permissive. The northern parkland will be used as the entrance hub. So from May to August, it won't be open anyway to the public, and the southern parkland will it's just really a cut through from Home Park Road to Church Road. It's not a green open space where you would kick a football or throw a frisbee. There'll be estate railings either side of those roads, and really it's not a park as we might think of it. So it's not like the big green open space that the All England Club use for the queue in the public Wimbledon Park during the championships. With regards to the biodiversity, they're claiming a 10% biodiversity net gain. They are removing between 1 and 9 meters from the entire 73 acres. So if you take away all that soil and you're building and digging for a period of 10 years, removing the grassland, removing the roots of the trees, it's highly unlikely that even the trees they want to save will actually survive. We have expert analysis on the site, and in expert analysis, there will be a 36% biodiversity net loss.
Thank you very much, Susan. I think your complaints will be heard loud and clear by the Greater London Authority today, and wish you the best of luck. And here at Wimbledon Station, we've had a few more campaigners gathering while we've been speaking. So it's looking like they're going to be making a strong stand at City Hall today. And you're going to go along with the Mirren and follow what they do. Thank you so much for that this morning. A live report there from Mirren Stephen, who's at Wimbledon Station. Now, the planning application is currently being assessed by the Greater London Authority. A decision is due in the coming months.